In the picturesque suburban landscape of Silverwood, a peaceful community was rocked by an unspeakable tragedy that would forever change the lives of its residents. This is the story of Amber Rose, a vibrant young girl whose life was tragically cut short, leaving behind a heartbroken family and a town grappling with grief. Amber Rose was the light of her family's life. A bright, vivacious 8-year-old girl, she loved playing outside, riding her bike, and making everyone around her smile. Her parents, Sarah and David, adored her, and her younger brother Ethan looked up to her with admiration. The Rose family was a picture of happiness, their home filled with love, laughter, and the warmth of shared moments. On the fateful day of July 14th, the Rose household was bustling with its usual morning activities. Amber, excited about a school field trip to the local zoo, got ready with a spring in her step. Her mother, Sarah, prepared breakfast while her father, David, read the newspaper, occasionally glancing up to smile at his lively daughter. Amber's joy was infectious, and her parents' hearts swelled with love as they kissed her goodbye, never imagining it would be the last time they would see their daughter alive. As Amber boarded the school bus, she waved enthusiastically to her parents, her face glowing with excitement and innocence. The bus pulled away, and Sarah and David returned to their daily routines, unaware of the nightmare that was about to unfold. The day took a horrifying turn when the school called to inform Sarah and David that Amber had gone missing during the trip. Panic gripped their hearts as they rushed to the zoo, desperately hoping for good news. The school and local authorities launched an immediate search, combing through every inch of the zoo and surrounding areas. The community came together, with neighbors, friends, and volunteers joining the search efforts, but as hours turned into days, hope began to wane. The Rose family was plunged into a state of agony, their once joyful home now filled with fear and despair. Sarah and David's desperate attempts to remain strong for Ethan only masked the deepening sense of dread that had taken hold of their hearts. After 2 agonizing weeks, Amber's body was found in a secluded area not far from the zoo. The discovery brought the search to a heartbreaking end, but marked the beginning of a quest for justice. The news of Amber's death sent shockwaves through the community, casting a pall of sorrow over Silverwood. The sight of Amber's lifeless body, coupled with the knowledge of the horrors she endured, was almost too much to bear. Vigils and memorials were held in her honor, with thousands attending to pay their respects and show their support for the grieving family. The community's outpouring of love provided some comfort to the Roses, but the pain of their loss was immeasurable. The investigation that followed revealed disturbing details about Amber's abduction and murder. Law enforcement officials and detectives worked tirelessly, piecing together the evidence to uncover the truth. Interviews with witnesses, analysis of forensic evidence, and relentless pursuit of leads eventually pointed to a suspect with a history of violent offenses. The arrest of the perpetrator brought a sense of relief to the community, but it also ignited a fiery demand for justice. The legal proceedings that ensued were a grueling ordeal for Amber's family, who had to relive the horrific details of her final moments in the courtroom. The trial was marked by intense emotions as Sarah and David, along with other witnesses, took the stand to testify. Their testimonies painted a vivid picture of Amber's life, her dreams, and the unspeakable crime that ended it. The courtroom was filled with tension as the jury listened to the evidence, the weight of their responsibility palpable. The performances of the legal teams, the emotional testimonies, and the harrowing details of the crime all contributed to the gravity of the proceedings. Throughout the trial, the Rose family clung to each other, their love and determination a testament to their strength in the face of unimaginable pain. When the verdict was finally read, finding the accused guilty on all charges, there was a collective sigh of relief. While justice was served, the verdict could never fill the void left by Amber's absence. Her family continues to cope with their loss, cherishing the memories of their vibrant little girl. They find solace in knowing that her killer will not harm anyone else, but the grief remains a constant companion. The sight of Amber's memorial site, adorned with flowers and messages of love, serves as a poignant reminder of the life that was taken too soon. The documentary concludes with a reflection on the aftermath of the tragedy. It highlights the community's resilience, the ongoing support for the Rose family, and the legacy of Amber Rose. The final scenes, showing the family at Amber's memorial site, serve as a poignant reminder of the enduring impact of her life and the love that continues to surround her memory. Through its detailed storytelling and emotional depth, the heartbreaking tragedy of Amber Rose offers a powerful and moving tribute to a young life lost too soon, and the strength of a family and community united in the face of tragedy. The documentary leaves viewers with a profound sense of the impact of the crime on the Rose family and the community, and the importance of resilience and justice in the aftermath of such unspeakable horror. The opening scene of the documentary sets a serene, idyllic tone with panoramic views of Silverwood, a community that exudes peace and security. The visuals of quiet streets, children playing, and neighbors chatting create a stark contrast to the tragedy that would later unfold. The narrative introduces Amber Rose through heartwarming home videos, where her infectious laughter and boundless energy are vividly captured. The audience is introduced to a child full of life, whose bright spirit illuminated the lives of everyone she met. The Rose family's home is depicted as a haven of warmth and love, a stark juxtaposition to the darkness that would soon engulf it. The documentary then transitions to the day of Amber's disappearance, meticulously reconstructing the moments that led to the catastrophic event. The family's morning routine is shown in detail: Amber's excited chatter about the zoo trip, Sarah's loving preparation of breakfast, and David's affectionate interaction with his daughter. The viewer gets a sense of the normalcy and joy that characterized their lives, making the subsequent events all the more jarring. Amber's departure for the field trip, with her enthusiastic wave to her parents, is a poignant moment that underscores the innocence and happiness that would soon be shattered. As the narrative progresses, the documentary delves into the frantic search for Amber. The urgency and desperation of this period are conveyed through a combination of news reports, police communications, and interviews with those involved in the search. The community's response is highlighted, with scenes of neighbors and volunteers tirelessly combing through the area, driven by hope and solidarity. The interviews with Sarah and David are particularly moving, as they recount the agonizing wait for news and the gradual erosion of hope. Their raw emotions and the profound sense of loss they express provide a deeply personal perspective on the tragedy. The discovery of Amber's body marks a turning point in the documentary. The somber scene of the police finding her remains is handled with sensitivity, focusing on the emotional impact rather than graphic details. The narrative shifts to the investigation, detailing the painstaking work of the detectives and forensic experts. The documentary explores the methods used to gather evidence, the process of interviewing witnesses, and the eventual identification of a suspect. The arrest of the perpetrator is shown as a moment of relief, but also a catalyst for the community's demand for justice. The trial is depicted with gripping intensity, capturing the legal battle and the emotional toll it took on the Rose family. The courtroom scenes are meticulously detailed, with accounts of testimonies, evidence presentations, and the jury's. The documentary, The Heartbreaking Tragedy of Amber Rose, concludes with a poignant reflection on the enduring impact of Amber's life and the legacy she leaves behind. As the courtroom scenes fade, we transition to the Rose family visiting Amber's memorial site, a place adorned with flowers, letters, and mementos from the community. This site, now a symbol of love and remembrance, highlights the collective grief and support that Silverwood continues to offer the bereaved family. Through interviews, we hear from Sarah and David Rose as they express their gratitude for the overwhelming support they received, even as they continue to grapple with the immeasurable loss of their daughter. Their words are a testament to their resilience and their commitment to ensuring Amber's memory lives on. They speak about their efforts to advocate for child safety measures and their involvement in community initiatives aimed at preventing such tragedies in the future. The documentary also revisits members of the community, showcasing how Amber's story has galvanized a renewed sense of vigilance and solidarity among neighbors. The interviews with law enforcement officials, teachers, and volunteers reflect on the lessons learned and the changes implemented to safeguard the community's children. In its final moments, the documentary leaves viewers with a message of hope and resilience. It underscores the importance of community, the strength found in unity, and the enduring power of love. The closing scenes show Amber's family and friends releasing balloons into the sky, each carrying a message of love for Amber. As the balloons drift upwards, we are reminded of the light she brought into the world and the profound impact of her short but meaningful life. The heartbreaking tragedy of Amber Rose is a powerful exploration of loss, love, and the unbreakable human spirit. It is a tribute to Amber's memory and a call to action to protect the most vulnerable among us. Through detailed storytelling and emotional depth, the documentary not only honors Amber's life, but also inspires viewers to cherish their loved ones and to stand together in the face of adversity.